Well, it's time for me to go back to my job, and that is slaying vampires. Hey everyone, this is Rabbitearsblog and welcome to my in-theater movie review series. So today's movie that I'll be reviewing today is the action thriller movie Day Shift. And before I get into my thoughts about this movie, here are a few words from the channel. Alright everybody, it's time to get on the social media train. Want to chat with me in 100 words or less? Then check out my Twitter account. Want to talk about movies, TV shows, and video games within the group? Then check out my Facebook account. Want to check out some of my ultra cool fan art? Then check out my DeviantArt page. Want to get the lowdown on everything that's happening on this channel? Then check all of the above. And now, we return to our regularly scheduled program. So Day Shift stars Jamie Foxx and is about a vampire hunter named Bud who goes out slaying vampires as part of his job. But one day it turns out that his family is about to move to another state because they can't afford for the tuition for their daughter. And so Bud decides to take a day shift in vampire hunting so he can earn enough money to help pay for his daughter's tuition so she could stay with him. Meanwhile, evil vampire queen has come to strike vengeance against Bud for killing one of her own vampires. So what are my thoughts about this movie? I really enjoyed this movie. Like, this isn't the first action film that I saw that starred Jamie Foxx. And when I heard that Jamie Foxx was starring in a film that featured, you guessed it, vampires, of course I was really excited and I wanted to check out this film. And I ended up really enjoying this film. So one of the things I really enjoyed about this film were the action sequences themselves. I love seeing Jamie Foxx's character Bud actually fight off against vampires and using lots of martial arts moves in the process, as the moves were very well choreographed, and it was great seeing Bud trying to take down all these vampires using whatever weapons he has against the vampires to take them down, and I just found those action sequences to be really exciting. Another thing I really liked about this film was the premise itself. Now, I love watching vampire movies, and when I found out that this movie is all about slaying vampires, of course I was really interested and I wanted to check this movie out. Not only was the premise about the main character being a vampire slayer and slaying vampires was really interesting to me, but another thing that I liked about this premise was about why the main character decided to slay vampires. And I love the fact that Bud wants to slay vampires because he's trying to earn money for his daughter's tuition so she could stay with him. And I just found that concept to be very noble and sweet at the same time, and it really made me enjoy this movie even more. And then another thing I liked about this movie were the characters themselves. I thought that Bud was a really great character. I love the way that Jamie Foxx portrayed the characters being snarky, yet being caring at the same time. Because I love the fact that Bud is only slaying vampires because he's trying to earn tuition for his daughter. And I love the fact that Bud really cares about his family and is trying to do everything he can to protect his family from the vampires. So that's why I really love Bud's character, is that he's snarky, but he's very caring at the same time. I also love Seth as a character, as Seth is the bumbly assistant to Bud, and I love how he's able to bring in a lot of comedy to the film. And I just love his relationship with Bud in general, as they have a very interesting dynamic with each other, with Seth being more bumbly in his job, while Bud is a vampire slaying expert. So I enjoy how their different personalities clash with each other, and yet made them into a very interesting dynamic duo with each other. Now, if there was an issue that I have with this film, was that I felt like the main antagonist, the vampire queen herself, was a bit static. Like, I felt like her character was very underdeveloped, as she seems to be this generic doomsday villain who just wants to take over the world. And even though I do like the fact that they add in some dimension to her character, as the reason why she's doing all this is because she's getting vengeance against Bud for killing one of her own offspring, I still felt like her character could have been fleshed out a bit more, and she could have been given more to do than just torturing everybody and just being that standard villain who's out to hurt everybody. And then another minor problem with this film, and it really depends on the viewer, is that there is some toilet humor in this film. Like, it's nothing too major, like poop jokes or fart jokes. There's some pee jokes, but other than that, that's as far as it gets. So if you don't like toilet humor like that, then you might have a hard time watching this film, because it does show up a few times in this film. But overall, I'm giving Day Shift a definite watch it. Even though the main antagonist of this film felt a bit underdeveloped and there's some toilet humor in this film that might turn some people off, I really enjoy watching Day Shift. I like the fact that this movie has a more interesting spin on the vampire slayer premise, as the main character is much more sympathetic in this film. And I really enjoy the comedy of this film, as it balances very well with the drama and the horror in this film. So if you're a huge fan of Jamie Foxx and you want to see him in another action thriller film, I definitely recommend Day Shift. So that's my review on Day Shift, and tell me in the comments down below, have you seen Day Shift? And if you have, did you like this film? Did you hate this film? And what's your favorite vampire film that has a very unique premise? Please let me know in the comments down below. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Rabbitearsblog, and I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, like this video? If you want to check out more crazy content from this channel, then please hit that big old colorful subscribe button. And if you're feeling extra generous, then please support me through Patreon so I can make more awesome content for this channel.